shot, he recognized you, the first one to do so, which I think it deserves to be. Here's a man that he's going to dazzle you with his wit. Say hello to Mark Danforth.
Yes! Thank you. Well, actually, I had a few requests before I came up here tonight, but I've decided to go on anyway. I'd like to thank Viacom Cable Channel 36 for the opportunity to perform here. You understand that the cable networks have all been recently federal regulated. And as we all know here, Jim Meyer, the host of the stand-up open mic show, probably should be federally regulated himself, but that's a host of a different color. Thank you very much for having me here, Jim.
Oh, no problem, no problem.
And tonight, before I get started, I need to ask the audience just one thing. Tonight I'll be your bartender of comedy. I need to ask you, would you like the well jokes or the good stuff?
Well, no.
Okay, be like that. My name's Mark Danforth, and in no way whatsoever should that be connected, or am I related to John Danforth Whale. That's our vice president, for those of you who may have been living in the state of denial. This afternoon, we had the vice presidential debates, and I'm convinced at this point that Dan Quayle is the Barney Fife of the Bush administration. I understand Dan Quayle had to get a tutor just to read George Bush's lips. And you may have all seen on television recently, Dan Quayle was just asked if he thought Marilyn Monroe had slept with JFK, to which he responded, "Really? The whole airport?" Some of you may have seen the debate with Bush, Perot, and Clinton recently. You may have noticed that Bush still thinks that the economy is bouncing back. Well, I've got news. So are my checks. It's a little discouraging when you get a check from the state of California that says, "Do not fold, spindle, or cash." I was a little disarmed this morning when I opened up the classifieds and saw an ad that read, "U.S. Treasury Department for sale. Just take over the payments." Kind of makes you wonder, maybe Perot is right. Anyways, the other day a friend of mine was leaving San Francisco and he was heading out over the Golden Gate Bridge into Marin for an appointment. His car broke down on the Waldo Grade, so obviously he pulled over, and the only option he had at this point was to hitchhike. So he began hitchhiking, and a few minutes later, Volvo's station wagon pulls over. He goes running up to the car, the driver rolls down the window, and asks him if he's a Republican or a Democrat. He says, "I'm a Republican," and the station wagon goes speeding off. Shortly thereafter, another car pulls over, asks him the same question if he's a Republican or a Democrat. He says he's a Republican, and the car goes speeding off. Finally, this brand new BMW convertible pulls over, and there's this gorgeous, stunning blonde in a very sexy outfit. And she asks him, "Are you a Republican or a Democrat?" He says, "Well, geez, this Republican thing isn't really working. I'm a Democrat." She says, "Hop in." He gets in the car, and after a while, she's feeling very uncomfortable. She's very beside herself. The whole ride, this guy's been staring at her body, and she feels very uncomfortable. So she turns to him and says, "Listen, how long have you been a Democrat?" He goes, "Only 10 minutes, but I'm already feeling like Teddy Kennedy." Recently, I went to my doctor, who explained that I have this unusual ailment, and to describe it to the audience here tonight, I need a volunteer from the audience. Sir, could you come out here? And your name, sir?
No, I'd rather get done myself. Thank you very much.
Fine, thank you. If you would help demonstrate this to everyone here tonight. I went to my doctor today, who said that I have this ailment called dog jaw. Have you ever heard of dog jaw?
No.
For the benefit of the audience here, would you put your hand here just for a second? And that was dog jaws. Thank you very much. Well, before I leave tonight, I'd like to share a story with you, something that happened to me last night in a restaurant in San Francisco. I'm in this restaurant, and the hostess seats me at the bar next to these two gay gentlemen, when all of a sudden, through the restaurant comes walking this absolutely stunning, beautiful woman. And I overhear this gay guy say to his friend, "You know, it almost makes you want to be a lesbian."